Well, hi there, Pisces. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I am Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the final week of November. We're talking about the 24th through the 30th. Everything has been going pretty good, as long as you didn't self-sabotage yourself last week. I'm talking about that whole possible help with the money and stuff, the stuff with the family money and all that. That was kind of weird. I really hope you stayed true to yourself and stayed in control of that situation and reassured everybody that everything was going to be awesome if you stayed in control. So, that would have been awesome, right? So, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what my spirit guides have been suggesting for the month of November. We need to consider ourselves and our neighbors as all one people and take care of each other. You know, if you can be useful and helpful to your neighbor in any way, shape, or form without it being a big deal about what they believe, what they don't believe, blah, 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 good. Do it. Because we want to be helpful and good to one another, all right? We are one people and we can make this work, all right? We want to be peace. We want to not get too excited about much anything this month because there's lots of things and areas to get excited about. If it's your personal life, awesome. If it's not, probably should stay calm, okay? Because there's so many things we can't really control, but that we get fired up about. We really shouldn't get too fired up about it because there's nothing you can do. All right, so being calm, being peaceful, looking at the similarities with our neighbors and focusing in on those, not our differences. All right, that's going to be the answer to pretty much everything that's going on. And I think that that will help a lot, you know, focusing in on their feelings, because we can all relate to our feelings, all right? That's another place we can relate in. Not the why, not the how, just the feeling, okay? Cool. So let's get into the reading and get into the cards, all right? So I have this beautiful deck. This is the MJ Cullinane Guardian of the Night, all right? Let us see what these cards are for you. All of these decks have been pre-programmed for you, of course. And the first row of cards is always where you are. And then the second row is going to be what's blocking you. I say rows when I mean rounds. Because we're doing rounds. We do rounds. We go roundy, roundy, round. All right. So the first round is where you are. Second round is going to be what's blocking you. And possibly not what's blocking you. We'll see what my better angels have to say about that. They sometimes have different opinions about what the cards are doing in there, and they will clarify that for me, so not to worry. And of course, the final round is going to be your solution. All right? So, ways and means to work things out. All right? So many areas of your life, lots of things that seem to sometimes counterintuitive to one another, but it all works in its own way, right? All right. So I'm going to put those cards down there. Yay, we're done with that. Ta-da! Let's talk about what's going on with you personally, what's going on in your noggin. All right. It's the Ace of Wands. You have a big idea. You have some ideas about what you want to see, what you want to do, and where you want to go, and how you want to get there, so you're excited. You have something percolating in your noggin. And that's very cool. I like that very much for you. Wanting to share your love. I like that. So you want to share your love, and that's very cool. I like that very much for you. That's great news. Very good for you. Excellent, Pisces. Oh dear. The devil has shown up, saying that the way you want to share your love and the people that you want to share your love with may be sabotaging you, or you may be sabotaging yourself. So, we had that flirtation at work. We'll talk more about that later, maybe, or maybe not. But the fact is, you had a couple of options last week to sabotage your life. I really hope you didn't do it, because you still have this thing, this wanderlust in you that's got you wanting to go out and get something going on that's not helpful to your relationship, okay? So consider the possibilities that you shouldn't do that, okay? Don't put a grenade in your pants, okay? Maybe that's a smart place to put it, okay? That way you would stop doing that thing, all right? Sorry, I know that's not, I'm not into that at all, but I'm just saying that hypothetically, it might be important for you to not blow up your life, okay? So this card here, this area here is talking about your money. Let's talk about your money for a minute. Queen of Cups, there's this emotionally based lady. We were talking about her. She might try and manipulate a situation to try and end up with more money in her world, so be careful. This could even be a client if you're at work and this person is trying to get a bargain on something. Oh, woe is me. I had an illness, don't you know? You can't charge me full price for this. Oh, woe is me. She had an illness 20 years ago, but now she's fine. But there you go. She might work it and make it seem like it was yesterday. Fact is, convincing argument could block you, okay? So be careful about this woman and how she talks to you. If she talks too strongly and too consistently about what's going on, about whatever, she could sway you, okay? And you don't want to get swayed, you know? You need to charge what you need to charge, and if she can't afford it, then she just can't afford it, all right? So be aware of that, unless it's someone you know and you're like, I know. There's lots of different variables in this that could totally change your mind. And yeah, I feel like she's going to change your mind, because the fact is, the foundation of your heart is somehow tied up with this person, and you're like, oh my God, I can't not do this thing for the butter bargain. Somebody, it feels like it could be one version of family that's, the good kind you really, really want to do the good thing for, and they've appealed to you on all the right levels, and now you're doomed. So I think you'll just have to go and whip that thing out and be done with it, all right? So if you can do it in less time with the same quality, that would be smart, okay? What's going on with communication? Aha. So we are completing a cycle of communication with somebody, and we're starting another communication cycle with somebody else. Ta-da! Perfect. Love it. Do the dance, right? Do the dance. It's the B card, so they do the dance to communicate. That's fun. So be aware that there could be a little shimmy stuff going on in there. All right. You are going to use your power to help other people. I like that. It's good. You're going to try and do what you can to be a benefit to somebody else. Maybe you're going to end up like, oh, so-and-so wants the pool, so I'm going to hand out this other guy's business card, and that's how I can help him get going on his thing without it being too much of a thing, right? And yes, you're going to need to stand up for who you are and what you're doing, so that you don't end up in a situation where you're caught up, right? You don't want to get caught up in the situation. You want to stay you and stay out of that mix, okay? So be sure to say, no, I don't do pools. It's not me. This isn't my card. This is my friend's card. You should call my friend. He will help you all on his own, okay? Thank you so much. And that way, if anything goes haywire with the pool project, which you didn't have a license to do at the time, but you were picking up those jobs and thinking about getting a license, now you don't have to, because he's got the license and you sending him there. Perfect. You're out of the loop. Nice. You've done a good thing, and you're getting him rolling along, and that's really nice. So what's going on with your family? All right. Well, with your family, you're needing to walk away from somebody within your family. But I think it's that other guy that was bugging you a lot. Remember, we had that one guy. He was a lot. And it was too much. So you had to walk away from him, okay? So be ready to walk away from somebody in your family. The King of Cups, an emotionally based male energy person, could be the one. But we were talking about the finance guy, right? Last week we were talking about the King of Pentacles. So this person here's King of Cups, who's going to be using their emotions to try and manipulate you into not walking away from whatever's going on. You will have some empowering information that comes your way, and you won't be able to share the information because this is important. But it will also help you make better decisions about whether you walk away or you don't walk away, okay? So good. I see you making good decisions about what you're doing and how you're doing it, because it's absolutely part of the deal, right? You're going to get ready to do what you have to do. It won't be pretty, but it'll be what it needs to be, okay? So let's now talk about what's going on here in the passion department. What is your personal life passion? What is this thing that is really super exciting for you? What is it that you feel so good about doing? It's like, and yes, it does change. Sometimes it's kayaking and hiking. Sometimes it's completely work oriented. So we're definitely here. We're thinking about our passions. And we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is usually new love, new interest, new babies, new stuff happening that is super cool, super exciting, and super full of love and joy. And maybe this is you being newly in love with your wife or your partner. That would be super awesome. If it's not, then indeed it could be a new relationship for my singles. Absolutely a distraction, a fabulous distraction, passionate distraction. Eight of Swords, showing that you're going to get stuck in your power because you're kind of distracted right now. You're like, how do I handle this situation when I'm busy with my grill or my boy, right? I'm busy with my boy, and you're like wanting me to make big decisions about stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how to make that decision. I'm a little busy. All right. So keeping that in mind, this decision-making process, you'll have to say, call me back in an hour or whatever, so that you aren't trying to make those decisions while you're busy, okay? We want you to stay focused, all right? Now we have the Six of Wands, showing that now you have big ideas, okay? So I think when you do call back, you're going to have big ideas, and this little bit of extra time that you're actually, you want to share your ideas, right? And you're going to be able to share your ideas after you've had a little momento of R&R, so to speak, and you're going to be able to verbalize your ideas and get them out of your head much better after you've taken a little break. So sometimes a little lunch break is a good thing, right? Cool. So let's talk now about what's going on over here in the work and health department, right? So you have good money going on, new information about new jobs coming up, so you are excellently happy. Things are lining up properly and you're getting things on the calendar. Things are going swimmingly. Everything is good, okay? And you have new leads. So every time you turn around, you have yet another new lead. So that's good. I like it. All right. Now this is the Four of Pentacles, showing that your foundation of money is getting stronger. Perfect. Yes, absolutely. You have new information. Everything's getting stronger in your finances. Super cool. And you can get moving on all those jobs. Or each job individually, when they're on the calendar, you just get into them. You don't go and start a job before it's time, but you absolutely get them on the calendar. Okay? Cool. Be sure to keep in contact with each client to make sure they know that you're coming and that everything is going well. Just once a week or so, you know, nothing too much. Everything is good. I see a lot of movement here in the right direction. Let's talk now about what's going on with your health. Ta-da! Your health department, all right? New empowering information is coming to you that says, hey, guess what? You can afford what you're doing and you're going to be able to take care of the next right thing. So you're getting good information that's saying everything is going in the right direction. Indeed, the Four of Pentacles shows up saying your foundation is getting stronger and better in all ways. So you are good to go. You are physically good to go. Everything that was iffy before, you're stronger than you were before. You've been taking care of everything you were before. If you had a little restriction because you had a little owie in your back or something like that, it's gone. You're good to go and you can move. All right. You are ready to go. All restrictions have been removed. Get busy. All right. Right? You're definitely getting busy. Huh. Sorry, that's very funny. All right. So here we go. This is the area of talking about how your relationship is going. What is going on with your relationship or your partnerships? Okay. We are learning lessons and breaking old tapes. We are getting ready to release limiting beliefs about what our relationship could be. So if you're in a relationship that's been a long one, there may be moments where you have to have real life conversations and sit together and say, you know, this is how I'm feeling. And I'm not sure if you're feeling the same way, but this is how I'm feeling. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just trying to let you know how I'm feeling. And then this other person will say, well, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what you know, maybe they match. Maybe your feelings are similar, and you're both living under what appeared to be a limiting belief, thinking that the other one could never possibly match you. And the answer remains, you both match. So because when you finally say out loud what you really want, you find out that they kind of want the same thing. So now the limiting beliefs are being discussed out in the open, and wow, cool. Because when we find out we both have the same limiting beliefs and that we don't want them, we can let them go and have a different kind of relationship. And the Two of Cups is showing me that, oh yeah, this is hot. This is a very caliente moment, because you're both finding out that whatever your limiting belief was, you both had it and it's gone now. So you both are having a good time together, feeling very much so like-minded and excited to see what happens in this new version of yourselves. Very cool. And you're feeling very empowered in the process. So you're like, oh, I'm stronger now. Let's do this. All right. I feel very good about this. This is excellent. We're going to move forward in a very strong way. This could be a revamp of a relationship. Okay, so I'm talking about how you guys might be experiencing monogamy right now, like at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week you're thinking, what if we try an open relationship? Or what if, you know, what if we've been holding ourselves together with this monogamy, but it's not really something you dig and you want to try something together different, right? Together but different, meaning, you know, maybe a third. Haha. But you're excited to try new things. You're opening the door to conversations about trying new things because you're breaking your limiting beliefs about one another, and everything is getting kind of sexy and interesting. So excellent for you, and I hope that that works out for you, Pisces. That will sounds really fun. There are too many other options in the universe about relationships for us to stick with the one thing that the big book said we could do, because, well, there's so many big books, but you know, right? Let's do what we need to do instead of what we want to do instead of what they tell us to do, right? That's my theory. Let's talk about this thing here. We're going to be talking about release. What are we letting go of? What are we getting rid of? High Priestess is showing us that our intuition is going to be on point, or we're letting go of our intuition / inhibition, right? Intuition, inhibition. It's like one little letter change or something like that. That's fun. So I feel like we're letting go of something that is in our gut, has been telling us that we need to let it go. So now we're going to follow our intuition and let it go. All right? Nicely done. Things are going to swing into balance, and you can finally be all of who you are and all of who you want to be. You see that bat? He's just all spread eagle and happy, because he is like, yeah, buddy, I can be all that I can be. Hey. So this is awesome. Things are coming into balance, and they're going to feel more fair all of a sudden, and you're going to feel really good about it. And sure enough, you're going to feel very abundant in this moment. So King of Pentacles is here, showing that there's a male energy, feeling very abundant and ready to go. Not having to say no to every little detail or every little invitation. Kind of a win, don't you think? So indeed, you're excited and happy to try new things, and this is happening. Excellent. Good for you. So what is happening in the movement and travel department? All right. Movement and travel. 10 of Cups. We are traveling to see family. We are having a family gathering of some sort. This could be your chosen family as much as your real family. So be aware that you'll be traveling, but you'll be seeing people, and it will be very joyful. Huzzah! I love that for you. There will be a marriage of ideas, people thinking the same thoughts and having a good time with it. They're excited and happy to see everybody thinking the right way. Very nice and exciting. We like that. Now, finally, interestingly enough, the meeting of the minds, and then we end up with work, right? We're all still talking about work. I can't believe that we're still talking about work. But maybe that's why we went to go and visit all these people, is that you went to go visit them and hang out and have a good time, and you did, and then they want to talk about work. So maybe they find that they have a little project. Once you go and visit with this family, they're like, yeah, this has been excellent. Hey, you do landscaping and stuff, right? So then they end up wanting to hire you and get a proper bid on the project. Nice. So even when you go out gallivanting, you end up with work. Nice. This is how work can be. It just sort of develops over time, and it's great. So I'm so excited to see that for you. You're not having to work or advertise or anything because everybody's just calling you up. Well done. This area here is talking about your ambition and what is getting you up in the morning. What is your cup of coffee? All right? What is getting you out of bed? We have the Queen of Wands. This is this down-to-earth, easygoing gal who is super chill, super cool, and she is very much so a person that you are inspired to chat with on a regular. She's smart, she's capable, she's lovely, and for some reason, she's got you getting out of bed right now. You're thinking about her, whether that's a feminine energy person is the person who's being thought of. Dreams and goals are on your mind, and you're wanting to talk to this person about your dreams and goals to verify with them that they agree and appreciate what's going on. I feel like there's something about just wanting to catch up and share, right? So you're like, I really want to have that conversation. I want to chat. I want to communicate. I want to feel good about what's going on there. And I want to communicate that I have a foundation in power. Ta-da! I want this person to know I'm in charge, because I am, and I feel good about it, and I want to share my awesomeness with that person. So this is a little braggy moment, and that's okay. I think that you've earned it, but it's super cool and interesting how you've decided that this person's on your mind and you really want to share your stuff with them and let them know what's going on. All right? What's going on with friends? Over here in your friends department, okay? Two of Wands. You have a doorway opening with a friend. You are opening a door with a friend saying, hey, check it out, man. I have this thing going on, and I gave out your card. I hope that they call you. Let me know how it goes, all right? Six of Pentacles. Yes, you were sharing something that will make money with this other person. So this person will now have an opportunity to make more money. That's very kind of you. They could make more money doing that pool job on their own than they can doing it with you in their back pocket, right? You didn't even ask for a cut. That's very nice. That might warrant a fruit basket or something like that. Some way to appreciate the person who's doing this for you. They didn't want to be in charge of any of it, and that's okay. So they aren't. But you're doing this guy a solid. You don't know anyone a fruit basket. You're the one who's supposed to be getting the fruit basket. So good for you. And the Nine of Cups. This is making you really happy because ultimately your wishes are being fulfilled. You don't have the headache. He doesn't even realize how much you didn't want to be involved with that because it was too much for you. You were just like, psh, not in my wheelhouse, kind of a struggle, having to watch too many YouTube videos to make sure things are going according to code, etc., etc. Not even a thing you want to play with. It's like, nope, I just want to go. I just want to not do it. And that's what you did. You're like, I'm handing it off. Yes, it's a benefit to him and awesome because I don't want it. Ta-da, I'm free. Perfect. Well done. These are the cards that are representing things that are going on here and they're unknown because they basically represent more than one house at a time. So excellent things are happening. Let's talk about it. You have the Emperor. The Emperor is showing me you building strong foundations. You're definitely building a strong foundation with your friend and with your relationship over here. I love that very much for you. Something happened in the movement department. You're getting a good foundation there. Certainly over here at work and in your health. Love that. You're working on things with the family and your passions over here, but you have to get things squared away, okay? Cool. So that's what's going on with this beautiful Emperor card. Let's talk now about the Hermit. The Hermit is saying, if you want to stay home and be by yourself, that is going to block everything that's going on. Not a single thing here is going to benefit from you being like quiet at home by yourself. So don't be a homebody. Ain't no time for that. All right? Don't be the person who's doing that. All right? Fighting for your power in any situation right now is going to be a benefit to you, I think. It should be done gently and carefully, but yeah, you're going to end up in charge over here in the relationship. I think you're going to end up in charge over here in your ambition department. You're going to end up winning big time over here with your friend, and definitely having an opportunity to win with family, I think, and certainly at work. So very well done. You're taking good care of yourself physically and at your work, so you're doing a great job. Okay, so well done, Pisces. Yes, you are winning. Good job. You've done nice things for a few people, and I think that your relationship is changing and altering itself into something fantastic, and I think that you'll really enjoy it. But the honesty came first, didn't it? You had to get right. You had to get down and get honest. So good for you. I'm really glad to see that for you. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. It really helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate all of it. Thank you so much. The other thing to know is that if you haven't commented and you would like to comment, I'm open to all comments, and I would love to hear what you have to say about what's going on here. All right? Let me hear it. I want to respond. I want to have an interaction. That would be super fun. All right, and we will talk next week about December. I know it's crazy how fast this year's gone, but here we go. All right, thank you so much. We'll talk then.